Tracy says goodbye, a lot of projects, and a new channel. Let's talk about it. All right, let's start with Tracy from 60 and starting over. Formerly Adventures Over 50. She got her channel hacked and her life was all in a mess. But her mother, Joy, they did some videos together, and Joy was named correctly because, in my opinion, Joy was just that. She was a joy. She was up in age, and she was in assisted living for a while, and Tracy was taking care of everything, and she lost her mother. Her mother has passed. So I will leave a link to Tracy's channel, and please go over and give her a well wish and whatever you feel appropriate. Tracy, I mean, she's been dealing with a lot with her family and sisters, and they wanted Joy's money and everything. It's just a mess. Poor Tracy. Again, she's been going through it, and she has been, I don't want to use the word burdened, but burdened with the task of taking care of her mother all alone, even though she does have siblings. And now, of course, once mom passes, the siblings come out of the woodwork to see what they can scrounge. So, yeah, she's going through it, but I'm sure she'll come out the other side. She is a resilient, tough young lady. So go over and give her some encouragement. And Tracy, so sorry for your loss.
This is Blind Views, and that's the way I see it.
All right, let's move on to Bunny from BunnyPlaysHere. She got a little shuttle bus, and she is getting ready to do a build in that. And she's doing it smart. She's really using her head and doing things the right way. She took it to a mechanic was the first thing. Yeah. Like other people we know that didn't do that should have. But yeah, she took it to a mechanic, and they went over it and hooked it up to the machine, looked if there's any error codes, made sure everything was okay and good to go. And before she even sunk $1 or put one screw, nail, or whatever into it, make sure the thing is mechanically sound. Whew. Smart young lady. She also realizes the simple little things like it is longer, it's wider, and all that good stuff. It's taller than her van was. She even talked about measuring it, getting the measurements, getting a little sticker and putting it right up there. So if she comes to any overpass or anything, she can just glance up and see this. I mean, she's doing everything very, very smart in my opinion. So now that it's back from the mechanic and it's good to go, it's time to set in a space and do some planning and see what you want to do. And then she tested the systems. It's a shuttle bus, so there's the little heating units that are scattered throughout. Make sure that they all work, the AC works, etc., all that kind of stuff. Now that the mechanical part is done, make sure all the other little systems work. And then she is kind of getting into the window coverings first, a lot of windows, and see what she has, what she can reuse, what she can't, and all kinds of good things like that. And the fun part, things I like, lighting. Yeah, she just, nothing extravagant, but it's a start. And she just did some LED lightings down the side, up around the top, so she can light up the inside and actually see, and some mood, but so she can see. And she does have 15 days, she said. Now, she knows it's not going to be done in 15 days, but her hope is to make it so she can at least, do some traveling and stay in it while she is out on the road, and lives with it for a little bit to see what the rest of the stuff that she's going to need and how she's going to do it. So go over and check it out, and follow along on her build. And very smart young lady.
This is Blind Views, and that's the way I see it.
All right, speaking of building stuff, Dee from Lady Bugout, she finished her van build. And she is friends with Bunny, so I'm sure she's probably going to give Bunny some tips. But speaking of tips, Dee is giving all you van lifers some winter gear suggestions and tips. Stuff that you just might need in your winter travels. Things like, a jump starter, one of those little starter packs that you can have, traction tracks, little things you can lay down if you don't have the chains or anything, little tracks you can lay down and drive up on. And very smart thing is a carbon monoxide detector if you don't already have one, because yes, it's winter, so people in their vans are running all kinds of different types of heating. Some people are doing the diesel heaters, but still a lot of them are still going with the buddy heaters and stuff like that with the propane. So yeah, a carbon monoxide detector is definitely a good idea for any van lifer or RVer in the winter. That's for sure. So go over and check out Dee from Lady Bugout and get some tips and ideas that you might not have thought of.
This is Blind Views, and that's the way I see it.
All right, now we have Emily from the Cat Lady van. She got a new van. That's right. She had her old high top that she was in for the longest time, and she went out and she got herself a nice new Sprinter. Yeah, very nice van. So I'm sure that is going to serve her well. And she goes through it with you, and very nice van. So go over and check out Emily and see what her plans are for her new van. And yeah, pretty cool. She's got some ideas, so go see what they are. Go over and check out the Cat Lady van. All right, speaking of new Sprinters, Chrome, Van City Van Life used to be, now it's the Chrome Project. Yeah, Chrome, he takes his new Sprinter van out in the outback. That's right, he takes it out in the back country, and he is giving it a little test to see how it performs out there in the back country with his new all-wheel drive, because he's used to having a rear-wheel drive with just a locker in it, and he is finding that this, even though it's just an all-wheel drive, is doing a lot better than the old van is. So if you're interested in that, go over and check it out. Pretty cool stuff. And yeah, you can see that thing. It's a big Chrome Project out there in the backcountry, driving around like a billboard on wheels. I don't care what anybody says. I think it looks cool.
This is Blind Views, and that's how I see it.
All right, now we have cheap, off-grid living Mike. That's right. Mike is actually getting things ready. That's right. He's not waiting for the last minute. He's actually doing some projects, and he is adding on to the garden. There's his old garden, but he is building the second one. He took that little tree down that was at the back, and look, he's got some posts up, and he is actually doing some work and getting ready. So I'm going to go ahead, and I know you're going to be upset, but I'm going to go ahead and say, attaboy, Mike. There you go. He didn't wait till the last minute and then cry and whine because he didn't have it. He's actually going ahead and getting to it and doing some of the shit that he actually needs to get done. So it's a little bit different for Mike for now. We'll see how it goes. So far, there was no, I need screws and I need everything. So we'll see how long that lasts. But for now, Mikey's actually getting ready for planting season ahead of time. Go figure. All right. Speaking of the off-gridders or homesteaders or whatever you want to call them, doing some chores, we got the Tater. The Tater, he is, he's doing some chores as well. He's painting his water storage jug things. There's a big Tupperware, I call them. But he took them out of the cages and he's painting them all up. As you know, it blocks the sunlight so it doesn't grow algae and other little organisms that grow in the sunlight in the water. So yeah, that's what he's doing. Him and Diana are doing that while there's some some sunshine, and it's not too awfully cold yet. He's, I guess, has a race against time because he has to get it all done before the sun goes down and it drops down below freezing and all this other stuff, which leads to, I guess, the biggest dilemma in this video is his paint. He went to a hardware store, bought some paint, put it in the shed. It froze and thawed and froze and thawed, and he was not understanding why it wasn't right when he opened it up, even though he stirred it and all the other stuff. And it depends on what it is. If you know, you know, but here's the deal. If it's latex, which is water-based paint, latex, because you can clean up with soap and water and everything. You don't need any chemicals or thinners or anything. But latex, when it freezes and thaws, it's like any other water-based stuff. It will separate, and then it can either get lumpy, like I don't know, almost like spoiled milk or something, or it can just get real thin and it won't adhere to anything. It might still have some of the pigment and the tint in it, but it won't adhere, and all kinds of other things could happen. Now, if you have oil-based paint, it can withstand freezing a lot better than latex. So that's what Tater had to deal with. It wasn't a whole lot of going on. Basically just that, running back and forth and trying to figure out paint and all that to do. So he's got his water storage stuff all painted up and ready to go. He did a green to kind of try to blend into the surroundings. So I guess we'll see how long Tater stays on Tater Acres.
This is Blind Views, and that's the way I see it.
All right, now before we get on out of here, I have a new channel I'd like to suggest to you, and it is Pamela Madore, I do believe it's pronounced. But this young lady, I saw a video. It said, can you live on Social Security in a van? You know, because we always hear a whole bunch of people saying how cheap this is, and you got the Bob that says, hey, just, you know, come on out here and you can live off of pennies. And so I clicked on it and I watched this young lady's video, and I wanted to hear what she had to say. So I found it to be quite interesting. I looked to see some of her other things, and her channel is well, first of all, this is a little snippet of the video that got my attention in the first place.
Now, I have heard people say, I can't live without AC. Well, you can live without AC. And you may have to live without AC, because if you buy something that has AC, it's going to cost more than something that doesn't have AC. And if your AC breaks down, then it's going to cost you to repair it. So before you buy something, keep that in mind.
So it's stuff like that, and she talks about all kinds of things. Now, her channel is not just that. It's kind of her life, and along with lessons like how a single female of retirement age deals with mechanics, and, you know, she has questions that she asks, and she's, you know, even though you might not know the ins and the outs, you can know how to talk to mechanics to find out if you're getting ripped off, and some Social Security stuff and the cost, and even, like, you know, your roadside assistance that you may pay for that you may not know. You know, you may just, hey, well, I got this, and you call up and they come out and you got this van that's all weighed down full of stuff, and you're, you know, how many miles from anything, and you're in the middle of nowhere. So she talks about all kinds of stuff like that. And again, it's practical stuff. It makes sense. It's not like, oh, van life is grandiose and you just, you know, drop everything and come out here and move into a vehicle and all your cares go away. And it's not that. And it's not the, oh, woe is me, this life sucks and it's all drama filled and I need your money and help. No, it's actually practical, good, sound advice, and a little fun of what she does. So for now, I'm going to say a thumbs up and go over and check her out and see if you feel the same way about this new channel that I found. And I think I'm going to follow and see what she has to offer. Pamela Pamela Madore. All right. So, again, as always, you know how we do here. It's just, you don't really have to agree with me, do you? No, that's not the point. What is the point?
I'm BlindViews, and that's the way I see it. No, wait, that's not my tagline.
What we do here is go back.